We have a tradition of dropping vehicles from moving ships at the Skunkworks org. When you are dropping ground troops, landing your ship makes you vulnerable to attack. So using a vehicle to exit dropship while it's in motion was our preferred method of ingress for a long time. Indeed, in the run-up to the very first Jumptown 2.0 session, we tested and trained on hot dropping extensively. And at that time, vehicle signatures were much higher than they are now, so the most practical vehicle to use was the PTV. Once dropped, the PTV was almost undetectable to radar. The PTV had many limitations at the time though, and vehicles have changed a lot since those days, with speeds and signatures being radically changed in more recent times. But now we have a new vehicle that may just become a mainstay for raccoons within our org, the Greycat Sports Terrain Vehicle, or STV. But when I first pulled the vehicle, there would be a slight delay before I could give it a proper walk around.
Honestly, that's some... Hang on.
Okay, so I've got... There's some dude is like taking a ride with me, it looks like, in the STV. I was gonna do a walk around, this dude's just kind of hopped in.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Still, even without an expected passenger, I could take the STV for a test drive. Before long though, our new friend would make a request.
He's got me at my 400.
Sure dude, no problem.
Your unexpected passenger.
Yeah, he asked me if I could drop him back at his ship.
Can I take a ride?
Wait, where are you landed to? Oh, never mind, I see it.
Driver's side and passenger side weapon racks.
I was able to find the ship landing at a pad at the mining outpost, and with our new friend dropped back at his ship, I could finally take a look around the STV in detail. I am going to do a walk around now then. So, did you say that the hood opens up on it? Oh, there's a button. Oh yeah.
I missed the button. I got back inside.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Wow. There's an empty component slot here. There's like a component on the left, and then empty component. I go left as you're looking at it, so I guess right side, but empty component.
That's cool.
On
yeah.
Interesting.
Just pop the hood on your STV.
I don't know what the bottom button does.
It opens up another compartment of the
Damn.
car.
Okay, so you've got the hood opens and the kind of grill opens.
Yep.
That's real cool. Wow. At the moment, component interactions are not implemented in game yet, but it is cool to see the access in its current form. The real benefit of this vehicle, as it measures up to our requirements though, is at the back, with an external storage compartment that would allow easy swapping of weapons and ammo between raccoons. That's decent, yeah, and then underneath then, you've got your box storage for 2 boxes. And you could, because like, from a raccoon perspective, I'm thinking of this like militarily, we could put a ton of, like, we could put a ton of stuff in the vehicle itself, like the big weapons and stuff, right, that can't fit in those boxes. We could also bring along some of those, like, little silver boxes filled with ammo or med supplies or, you know?
Yeah, food and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, the more they release vehicles, the more wickedly interactable they are.
The STV also shares its signature characteristics with the PTV, so this would be an extremely stealthy vehicle to use in the field. What kind of component? Let's take a look at the component list. Oh, it's like the PTV. It's only got the 2 components: cooler and the drivetrain. The closest comparison in most cases is the PTV, and as I had yet to take one out since it got a speed buff, I decided to pull one of those as well and compare it to the new STV. It is still, in my opinion, still the best handling vehicle in the game.
Thank you. And please
PTV?
visit again.
Yeah, even though it's faster, it's certainly faster, but do you know what I think it is? The PTV, they need to, like, what I think they should do is soften up the suspension on, like, more of the vehicles, because the PTV has, like, very soft suspension, and it makes a huge difference to how it handles. The STV is a little larger than the original PTV, and so cannot be transported in the Avenger Titan. It is, however, significantly smaller than a Cyclone. The STV definitely just does look like an off-road variant, you know, like you can see the relation between the two. And with a more appropriate paint scheme applied, it starts to resemble something that we would credibly take into combat. But going back to the opening of this video, we needed to know how feasible this is as a drop vehicle. This sounds like a simple enough question, but in the time between the launch of Gemtown and now, the vehicle drops have become much less of a guaranteed success than they once were. Apparent changes to physics interactions now often cause damage or destruction of the vehicle or dropship during a drop. How would the STV stack up?
I think that this will make team fighting that we've been doing significantly more impactful.
The first drop test would be unconstrained, ship in motion with no particular speed in mind, and driving out of the aft ramp with no particular technique.
You just want to drop right around here?
Well, just, you know, I mean, get us up to altitude and up to speed, and I'll just drop it out, yeah?
Let's do 5K for a start?
5k sounds good, yes. I mean, if it'll survive 5k, fine. It'll survive anything, so yeah.
Do you want to do a non-moving one
No,
first? Or?
just do it moving.
Alright. So, alright. We are cruise at SEM speed. We're
Okay.
gonna drop whatever you want.
Here we go.
Target friendly.
I'm okay. There was something. I lost a wheel on the exit, but which is a shame because it looked like quite a smooth drop. But yeah, one of the front wheels came off. Okay, ground's coming up. And yeah, okay, it survived the drop, but obviously I lost the wheel, so yeah. When I was leaving the ramp, like the very edge of the ramp, I saw like a bright flash, and no sound, but like I could tell something could come off.
Yeah, like, it is what it is.
Okay, I am aboard, and G-safe. So, dropping without special consideration was looking unlikely as a reliable ingress method. We'd need to start adding constraints until we found something that worked.
Like, I don't, well, I mean, to be fair, Katie's like right inside me pretty much, but like, I don't see it popping up on my radar.
Do you think that reversing out would be safer? Since we used to do them, it has gone a bit less reliable.
I don't know, like...
So the first thing we tried was putting the ship in decoupled mode during the drop. The theory being that without the small automatic adjustments the ship makes in coupled mode, we might have a smoother travel down the ramp.
We are leveled out, decoupled, ready for you to drop.
Okay, here we go.
Target
Alright, so you
friendly.
still got shoved to the side. That's probably the
I
main
didn't lose the wheel this time, but I did get a target friendly, and I think it's as it's coming down the ramp, it makes it down the first bit of the ramp just fine, and then it just clips one of the corners of the ramp, like as it starts to freefall.
Oh, wow, I'm red.
It could, it could be that the Hercules is just not the right ship to drop these from.
Maybe.
Say I'm also on the server as well.
Landed and fine, yeah. The results here were more or less the same. So next we try reversing out of the ship instead of going forward.
So that did work better.
I'm going to try reversing out this time, I think.
Maybe the slower speeds will be... And I'm just going to orient towards the facility just in case.
Reversing was better.
Perfect,
But
so-
basically when you reverse, it doesn't jump. This time it just rolls down the ramp the whole way. That was better, yeah. Landing was a bit rougher, but... And we carry out one more test with the lone STV. This time with the ship itself going full speed. Maybe if the ship was moving faster, the STV would clear the ramp cleanly. You want to take a ride, Tony?
I'm scared to.
Alright, this is full speed that Atmo wants to let me
Okay.
go, so whenever you're
Here
ready.
we go. But the results here would not be what we were expecting.
Oh! I died!
We're okay. we didn't die. You did, but we did lose. I think we lost the wheel.
Lost the front
we
wheel.
lost the wheel. Full speed definitely not doesn't work.
dropship.
I think what it is again, it's the ramp. It's the length of the ramp.
It's
So
a crappy well.
if you were to go upside down, I think that you
Oh no.
it was time to get experimental in our approach and try dropping from an inverted starlifter. This would, in theory, negate the ramp as an obstacle.
Really, just worm your way through. That's hilarious,
Yes.
Katie.
That is amazing.
Didn't even.
Yeah.
It's got some pushing power because it's able to move the entire ballista.
Yeah, we just gotta
Slide it over here.
It's a powerful engine, lots of torque.
That's it. Didn't mean to do that.
We can communicate.
And starting the shrimp.
Hold on, I should probably turn around, right? Do it backwards.
And yes, we are inverted.
You're reversing out of this?
Yes, inverted, decoupled, and headed towards the
Yeah.
location. So whenever you're ready,
Okay.
I'll put a little bit of upwards.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, okay, I made it out, okay. I am definitely a bit. I'm
Did not survive.
I'm hearing explosions. Did you? Who made
Sony
it?
and I did not survive.
I survived, oddly enough.
He was pulling out, and then he exploded, and then his ship decided to teleport. Sorry, his
Oh yeah, I
into
see.
me.
I see those ships like.
Strangely, the wreckage of the 2 destroyed vehicles ended up aboard the Starlifter. Look at all of the, like, random pieces of it. So next we need to investigate if this was a Starlifter problem or just a ramp problem in general. Full speed, I'll reverse out, yeah.
VTOL mode right now. If you take it out of VTOL mode,
Oh, that's a
you
good
get a lot more.
If the problem occurred with all ramps, then we need to start looking at further constraints, or moving 2 ships without a ramp. The Valkyrie would be our test bed.
Zeroing out, applying just a slight bit of downward thrust. You should be all set to drop whenever you're ready.
Okay, here we go. Ooh.
Also violent.
Wow, okay. So I remember this was being reported by Rooks during their investigations that the full speed drops were causing
Yeah,
explosions,
it's just
which
not working.
never used to happen. Like, we used to be able to drop at full speed reliably. So the next test will be with the Starlifter moving at a much slower speed, 80 meters a second, and the results were far more promising.
I go ahead and drop now.
But yes, I think with them.
I'm going.
Target
There.
Okay, I definitely did some damage to you there.
Oh yeah, Sony definitely damaged you as well.
Anybody else going out? I count
you're
3.
clear.
Alright.
Landed without damage.
Landed without damage.
About 80, 85, maybe.
Explosion.
What's going up?
Sony died.
I think we hit a rock.
Yeah, they
landed a few rocks. No.
Next, probably the most unsuccessful test, reversing out of the Starlifter at low speed. The idea being to try and minimize the bounce on the ramp.
87 speed.
Okay,
Decoupled is on.
we
All
go.
set whenever you want to go.
okay, moving.
target
Okay, no, going slow is not the answer. So the best result with the Starlifter really seems to be slow flight and fast exit, but even this approach carries with it risks to the ship and vehicle, with accumulated damage always occurring.
0 pitch, speed, below 90, cruise controls on.
target friendly
I am definitely taking damage.
All 3 of us survived.
I didn't take. I'm not red. I did take damage though, so that seems to already be guaranteed that.
It's a hell of a bounce coming down, but I stuck the landing.
And the thing is, the damage can easily take a wheel from the STV. This would render it useless on the ground, and during one particular test, we'd even see a case of the vehicle being outright destroyed by landing upside down.
Cruise control on at SEM speeds, which is around 120, and then I'll do a little bit of upwards thrust. Good to go whenever you are.
Okay, going.
target
Okay,
take damage.
I stuck to the ramp perfectly that time, but I still got the target friendly warning.
I'll put a little bit up more upward thrust.
I lost the wheel as well, I lost the front wheel.
Okay, don't jump. Next one. Oh.
Ooh, and I blew up.
I called it. I called it.
Further testing with ramped vehicles also produced the same ship explosion results. Interesting observations were made, but nothing that could steer us towards something reliable to work with, and that is the key to all of this: reliability. If the drops cannot be reliably reproduced without the risk of damage to the ship or vehicle, on game day it could waste a lot of prep time before any fighting even begins.
6. Alright. Whenever you guys want.
Go for it. Ooh,
Oh, we got.
I saw you go, and then it was like a delayed reaction. At first I was like,
Yeah.
oh, great. So the next obvious choice is to move to ships without ramps. And while there are plenty of sensible choices, we'd start with something a bit more novel, mainly because of what we had to work with on the ground at the time. Getting Cutlass up to speed, decoupling it, turning it sideways, and driving out the side door.
We're doing
Oh,
it.
I'm down. Yes, please.
I am back at
Sure.
I feel like that's
This is crazy.
stick about 9.
Are you strafing sideways now?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Ooh, I made it out.
Oh, hey, bump.
Didn't
Oh,
take
this
damage.
is going to be a bad landing.
You didn't take damage? Alright, that's good.
Ooh.
Alright, now COS, I'm gonna turn and go straight.
So you're just gonna go straight, and I'm gonna try to go. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay, let me
Just
drop
tell me
this.
when-
Hang on, I'm gonna
Alright.
line up as well.
Which side are you on, Jack?
Good, going.
Oh!
I saw
What
that.
the hell?
I survived. I lost a wheel.
Oh, see, West, you're alive. Okay,
Well,
I'll
survived
come.
so far.
The most sensible option for this kind of drop though really was looking like the Constellation, and the STV is small enough in its footprint that you can fit 4 on a regular Connie elevator, maybe 6 on the Taurus. I don't know, we never tested it, but maybe.
I'll chase you guys on the ground and pick up any bodies.
Just so it. Who is parked next to me at the front here?
Pericles.
Okay, Pericles is at front. Who's behind? Who's back to?
I'm behind Pericles.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll have Arathon go first, then West, then I'll go, and then Pericles, you can be last.
My night vision is not liking the fog.
Jeez.
Okay, here we go. Arathon, go ahead.
Success.
Going. Success. Sounds weird, but it works.
Wait, that was smooth, wow.
I'm not feeling any damage.
Pericles. Hello.
Hit the ground. No damage.
Yeah, I'm okay on the ground too.
What was
I
your,
didn't even
speed
spin
on
actually,
that
I didn't even
roll?
like start spinning after dropping.
It was the standard FDM speed.
We'd run some additional tests in somewhat unexpected rampless vehicles, including the Caterpillar.
Target friendly.
Pod by myself.
Well,
Boosting up to like 60, 65. You're go for drop.
Okay.
that is awesome.
Okay,
Oh.
that is wicked.
Katie, were you recording? Are you recording this? Oh my god.
So it appears that the Constellation is going to be the best option for dropping STVs into combat, without landing the ship that is. And this is a workable situation for us. One thing was definitely agreed on though, and that is that the STV makes a very nice addition to the ground vehicles of Star Citizen, one I am sure we'll be seeing a lot of going forward. As always, I want to thank all of you at home for watching, and of course our amazing and generous patrons who you can see on screen right now. And in this video, I would especially like to thank Sony USR and Raptor NL, who both recently became backers of the channel over on Patreon. Thank you both for very generously supporting the channel. You are both excellent members of our org that I know personally, and it's been a joy to fight alongside both of you in the past, so that makes your support of the channel doubly meaningful to me. Thank you. We will be back with more from Star Citizen very soon, and again, thank you all for watching.